In this lesson, I want to take a look at a couple of other features around IPv6. The first thing is using ICMP version 6. Since ICMP is very tightly related to IP, we actually get a slightly different version of ICMP. In this case, what I've got here is a packet capture where I did a just simple ping test. So you can see I've got my IPv6 header here, looks just like we've been looking at so far. And here's my ICMP message, and you can see the type is an echo reply, and the code is 0. And we've got the checksum, which we would typically expect, and an identifier field, and then a sequence field as well. So we've got some data which is really just a bunch of garbage to pad the packet out. So we're using ICMP just the same way as we did previously under IPv4. One of the differences here, and one of the reasons for using ICMPv6, is it's a way of communicating with devices on the network. So what we've got here is a neighbor solicitation. What we're looking for is information about our neighbors on our IPv6 network. And what this gives us is the ability to do some auto configuration based on the network that we are actually on here. Right here, we've got this neighbor solicitation, and it comes in from this FE80 address. And the FE80, you can see it's a really shortened address here. So there's really only 4 sections in addition to just the initial FE80. What that really is a link local address, meaning it's only capable of communicating on the local network here. So that's the FE80, and these 2 colons side by side here indicate that there are zeros filling in the space. Now we've got the portion here where the local network interface actually fills in the chunks here. That's the solicitation, and then we've got a neighbor advertisement, and we've got a reply, in this case from my system here locally. We've replied saying, hey, guess what? I'm over here on your network, and of course, this is my IP address, and then a neighbor advertisement saying I'm here, indicating that this is what my IP address is. And we've got a router not set flag and an override not set, but we do have a solicited field set. And that, of course, is because we got the neighbor solicitation here. So when we're replying, we set the solicited field, indicating that this is a piece of information that was actually asked for. So this section here is actually new in IPv6, and the systems on your network will communicate, indicating that they're around, and these are the networks that are available, or this is the network that you're sitting on. So we're looking for neighbors, and neighbors will reply saying, hey, I'm here. That's something new and a little bit different with IPv6 versus IPv4.